Alright, hello everyone. My name's King, and you might be wondering why we're on this screen. Well, I got a DM a couple weeks, or a week ago, a couple days ago, something like that, from Davis that I should be recording when I hop in. That makes me a bit worried, but I mean, we'll see what happens. Just hopping in, and joining, and ooh. Suspicious. I got myself some stew. Ooh. Alright. That's cool. Nice. I mean, yeah, okay. Okay. Well then. That's quite a way to begin the video. Nice. Got some suspicious stew. That means the shop is pretty much done and ready to go, right? Yep, totally. Yeah. Alright. Back to the normal video. Hold on. I know I said I'd go back to regular video stuff, but just barely caught that out of the corner of my eye. The heck is this? What? And in here too. Wait a minute. I thought you were guarding this place. How could you let this happen? Why? Hold on. I just gotta explore the rest of the area now. Just in case. Because I just saw that one. I was like, oh yeah, okay, that's cool. Not sure why it regarded being in a video though, but holy, there's more. Wait. Now you do your job, huh? Stay. I'm leaving this guy here. This guy's cool. But I was gonna do something with this. I can't have soup in the porta potty. Jeez, who's been littering around my base? I mean, obviously Davis, but still. Is there any more? I'm just going to be suspicious this entire time now. Ooh, this one has night vision. That's cool. Yeah, I'm probably just going to be suspicious about everything for the rest of the video, probably. Or at least for a good long while. I'm just gonna be like checking everywhere, making sure that there's no more around here. I mean, I'm going to be using these. I'm going to add them to the shop now, but still, it just... The heck? Davis? What'd you do? Why? What'd I do? I love it, but still. Totally unexpected. Though, to be fair, this is actually perfectly in line with him. He also, very early on, he did this, which did not catch me by surprise, and we tried doing it to GG, and it didn't catch him by surprise, but it was still funny. I got a magma cube. That was a long time ago. We gotta get him back, for sure, though. I'll do some thinking. But yeah, okay. Now, on to the actual video.
Listen, man. Hey, yo!
Okay, so, that was quite something. But we gotta get to work today. Can't just keep dawdling around forever. So just gotta go like that, and let's see. Today, in today's episode, or video, or whatever, it's been minute and confused. That was a very suspicious prank. Very suspicious. Suspicious of everything. Were you in on it? I mean, it was right here by you. Were you the one to do it? Did Davis pay you to do it? Huh? Huh? Hmm? Nah, he's too lazy for that. He always stays on the bed. Anyway, so we are definitely going to use that suspicious stew for something. But in today's video, we got something else to do. I have this book here. It was one of the first things I did on this server. I got some leather and paper and an ink sac and feather and made this book. And I'm dumping everything to do with the server, or my plans on the server, into this book. And so I'm just going to open it up, and I've named it King Server Plans. And I have on pages 2 and 3 some ideas for the base, and then on pages 4 to who knows, I have some project ideas. So just skipping ahead, and you can pause and read if you want. Going to project ideas, I have cliffside terraform, some secret bases, or secret caves. I've got a trident farm I want to do, a volcano dungeon and venture in shop. Those I'll get to later. That's more like endgame stuff. But the most important one for today is the cliffside terraforming, and possibly secret caves if we have time for it. So, on page 5, I have a page dedicated purely to what we're going to be doing today. Davis wants some assorted mushrooms by the trading hall, tree farm, and a little bit on the main cliff. More on the base side, not the coast side. He also gave us free reign on the main cliff over here on the coast side, the side I'm looking at right now. This is the main cliff. This is what we're going to be worrying about. I also want to do some docks. I said that very early on in the season, or when I first joined the server, actually. And he's got a little bit of docks underneath the place, and he has a little bit on the other side. I want to have a fairly decent sized one, maybe add some boats if we have time. You know, just do a lot of fun stuff. Maybe, depending on how far into it I go, we might even terraform this like little ocean bit here we have in between our two places. I think that'd be cool. And if I am to do boats, I want some boats going from the spawn island, which you can barely see over there. And I just want to, you know, just put a few of them going from there to here to kind of help guide players over to where everyone is. Maybe just a little bit. And maybe off camera, or just for funsies, I'll add some boats heading over to GG's base, which is on the other side of the ocean, over that way. But yeah, for today, we got this to do. So, I'm not sure why I closed it, I'm still reading it. But I think for right now, just to get it out of the way, we're going to build some of these assorted mushrooms. You know, something quick and easy to just deal with. We can get to the more interesting bit of today's episode, which is the cliff, which is going to be really cool. He said he wanted it to sort of tie in with my island here, which, I mean, that is fair. My island's really cool. I like it. I like it a lot. But he wasn't entirely sure how to go around and do that, so I'm going to, in my opinion, I don't want it to be exactly the same, because the whole idea of my island was it was this like weird alternate version of the main island. But I think as far as terraforming goes, it could be a bit similar. I'm thinking just right around here where it starts peaking up a bit, we'll actually like get some cliffy stuff and have that similar sort of thing where it's like terraced effect. But anyway, that we'll get to that in a bit. That's not important right now. Right now, we gotta do some mushrooms. Shroom? Shroom. And oh geez, this place is really overgrown. But yeah, and done. There we go. Yep. And done. Okay, so now that we have those mushrooms out of the way, we can focus on what we're actually going to be doing. You know, just like the main bit of what we're doing here, which is this main cliff. So, as I said before, I want to have a bit of a dock over here. I'm thinking mainly here, because this is where, like, the main foyer? Or something like that. The main sort of, entry into the island is. Because it's where his to-do board is, and it's where this guy is, which is technically also him, but the skin did not update. And take what you need to get started, and it heads up to the storage room, and then this way goes into the rest of the island. So I believe this area here should be the docks. It should be where everything's focused on, and it should be all cool in its own way. And yeah, so to get this started, I believe I want to drop this down a block, because as it is, a majority of the time it's pretty flat, but I think just a tiny bit of verticality, nothing major. Like probably not all the way down to this level, but just a tiny bit of a drop down would really add to it. But at the same time, this building is on this upper level here, so it's gonna be something. It's gonna be interesting to get it to drop down a little bit, but also stay at this level. We're gonna have to work on it. But I'm thinking if we just have it something along the lines of like, it stays at this level up around here, but then right around here it begins to drop down a level. I think that'd be really interesting, and just add a little bit to the place. And yeah. And then over on this side here, I want it to be down on this level. I want the docks to sorta come across this way a little bit, just following the length of the curve. And then maybe around here go into a bit of a tunnel. Possibly. I'm thinking I might want to connect up with that, or maybe I don't want to connect up with that. I'm not entirely sure. Sort of like 50-50 on it. But if we do connect up to it, then we could have a dock facing this way, kind of make this into a bit of a harbor. And that'd be interesting. So if we were to do that, then I don't want to bring the cliff back. I want it to be a bit of a tunnel. So I'm thinking something along this lines that could help. Or maybe if I make it a bit curved, that'll help, in my mind, remember tunnel this way. Go through there. And so that's all good and dandy. I think this area here, which juts out a bit, because it is a bit of a jut out, but I want to keep the jut out because that's how, like, he has the pathway nestled in on the jut out, and also the to-do list is here. So I'm thinking, what would be an interesting thing to do for a docks that lines up there? Well, most interesting thing in my opinion would be a crane. So what if I just make a crane that's like roughly this sized, nothing major. Let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and block here, 1, 2, 3, and block there. And then the terrain over here will just line up to this crane, which I'm just gonna flesh out like this, and join it up, and then say this mushroom is going to be in the way. So if I just get rid of it real quick. Yada yada ba 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 da 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 ba 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 da da. Alright. That gives us a little bit more room to plan things out. So if I have a crane here, then I want the terrain to be a couple blocks up around, let's see, around here in this sort of fashion, and then curve back into here, where it'll line up again. And then I want to do that one more time up here, I believe, which is going to be a bit different. I want up here where it has this like little loop down. I want this to also be a thing, you know, to give the cliff this sort of tiered effect going on. Something maybe along the lines of this. Like so. That'll just sort of help level everything out, build up the hill a little bit, add a little bit more to it. Then I think I want to flatten down this side here too. So it would be a sort of 3-tiered cliff face. Because then it has a little bit of the tieredness of mine and also helps strengthen the size of the cliff. And it'll be a tiny bit more interesting. Hi, chicken. So something along the lines of this. It's not that big of like a, it has to be like this or else it will never work. But I think this is a good plan to start out with. And of course, I'm going to be building some trees and whatnot. And it's basically nighttime at this point, so I'm gonna quit there. But that's a general idea, and it's hard to see like the general plan of things from just this, but with a little bit of work, should be okay. So yeah. So I believe we will get into a bit of a time lapse to help level things out. And yeah, this will be the main big project of the episode, I believe. So yeah, we'll cue that now. Okay, so that time lapse is done, and I think it turned out pretty good what we got going on here. Now there's a lot that needs to be finished, but I think the docks for now is at a point where I'm not gonna touch it anymore. I'll worry about some of the minor details later. Honestly, I'm just tired of it. I've been working non-stop on this for however long it has taken to get this video out to you guys. Like a couple of weeks, maybe? But yeah, some of it, mainly this crane, and some of the detail work was done on a live stream, which is new. That's a new thing I'm doing, so check it out if you feel like it. It wasn't that great of a live stream. I'm working on it, I'm learning. They'll get better over time, probably. But yeah, so I did the cliff terraforming, and I actually had GG's help on that, so I think we should, or well, first off, go check him out in the description if you haven't already. He's real cool. But also, I think we should give him a gift for helping out. Kind of like maybe I had the clip already play. If not, I'll play it right about now. But I gave Davis some stuff for helping us with the cave down there. So, yeah. If I haven't played that yet, I'll play it right now. But if I have already played it, I'm just going to continue talking. But yeah, so GG helped me with the cliff. That was great. It went by way faster than I thought it would, so I was under the impression of like, oh hey, a majority of the work is already done. This is gonna go by quickly. But then the docks happened, and that took a while. And then the crane happened, and that took 3 hours. And then I did a little bit more off camera on the crane, which is just like that jetty out bit and that bit, and it was But then there's some other stuff that still needs to be done. For one, I need to put some custom trees and custom mushrooms on that cliff. For another, there's this little bit. I want to have like another dock thing there. And there's a lot of other tiny stuff I want to do. Like, I think I mentioned some sailboats from Spawn Island to it, etc, etc. But I'll worry all about that later. Like I said, I'm just tired with that. I don't want to work on it anymore. So, to give myself a little bit of a break, and also to do a little bit more in this video, even though that is a lot of work done just like that, I think it is about time we get started on those secret caves. And by secret caves, I mean just caves in general. I have a spot planned out for one of them, and we'll work through that on camera. And then I'll do a bunch of other ones off camera. And also I want to do a little bit of the main cave. I'm not sure if that'll be in this video, because again, that's a big project and it'll just be more stuff like this, and that'll probably just tire me out. But I just feel like doing a lot of tiny stuff now. And probably taking a bit of a break to recover after this. This was a pain. But yeah, so I'm gonna head on over to that spot, show you what I have in mind, and we'll get started on that. Okay, so here we are on the northern end of the starter village, which I believe is what Davis has been calling it. The names come and go. Like, he really needs like a sign or something, probably. The farmer's market area. Over here on his dock with the giant obelisk off in the distance. Although my render distance is pretty small, so you probably can't see it. We have this little spot here. It's tiny, it's minuscule, but it's this nice little cave underneath some of its houses. And right around here, sorry if my fan is going crazy in the background, for some reason it's been doing that a lot. But anyway, right in here just heading all the way down here, there's this natural formation that's this like oval shape. And so I told Davis pretty early on I wanted to do something here. And I finally have an idea of what to do, which is secret caves. But more specifically, a Lush cave from the new 1.17 thing that we got a small glimpse of. I feel like a Lush cave here and in some of the other caves around the place would be fantastic and just bring the entire place together. So, that's the plan. Let's get started. Okay, so this is what I have so far. I haven't really touched the entrance too much, but as you come in here, the level where it used to go up, actually, it's going to go down a little bit, and in these pockets I'm going to have some water, and I just terraformed just a tiny bit to give it still the same vibe and the same circular just aesthetic that already has. But I brought the ceiling down a tiny bit, pushed the floor down a little bit as well, and this entire area is going to be more or less water. I haven't done much texture work, and I'm definitely going to come back in and put some slabs and things to just give it a little bit more shape to it. But the reason I haven't done much texture work is because, one, there's going to be water, and two, it's a lush cave. So there's going to be a lot of greenery in here, which will actually probably hide some of the texture work in this. So I just threw some andesite just to give it a little bit of a different feel. But yeah, I think it'll be cool. Now, the idea with these secret caves, which I do not remember if I explained earlier or not, I might have. There's going to be a bunch of these scattered around the Mushroom Island as I am helping out with greenifying stuff, like turning the mycelium to grass. I'm actually going to be finding the caves that naturally generate, and I'm just going to terraform them and hide little things in here. Like this one might not have too much in, probably just like a little statue or something fun. But in a lot of them, I'm going to hide goodies and little Easter eggs and just fun stuff here and there. I'm just going to tell no one about it. So if they find it, that's cool. If they don't, they don't. But yeah, so next up, I just gotta add some of the green stuff everywhere. And that'll be cool. But yeah, just a little progress update. Ooh, free ender pearls. Okay, so this is what I've got so far. This cave is done, aside from like a tree or something. I might do that tree, actually, at some point. Unless Davis beats me to it, which he probably will. Ooh, Ramy. GG's online, so that's cool. Anyway, so this cave is done. As you can see, it's all kinds of like full of leaves and stuff. It's not that secret because it's obvious change, but I mean, it's a thing. So we have some vines that are just growing everywhere, and that's a part of the idea. I also have some of the grass leading in, and it's just all kinds of lush and leafy and viney and stuff. I'm not entirely sure if it is very accurate to the lush cave biome, because honestly it should have some like green carpet or green concrete or green wool and carpet and stuff to add as moss. But this is just my interpretation that fits with the general aesthetic of the biome. So, considering we have these like custom dark oak trees everywhere, I have dark oak saplings. And as you know, if you have one sapling, they do not grow, which is amazing. So I just got some of that. And I got some bamboo, which hopefully the bamboo will grow. I haven't seen any of them grow yet. But I'm just gonna leave them there and hopefully it works. And then I just got grass, and I have the vines growing off of the grass, so hopefully this place will just be all kinds of overgrown and hard to see through. And as you continue going in, we have again the saplings and the bamboo. We also have some warped roots just to tie in a bit of the outside in. I have some lilacs to just give us that like flowery color, like pinkish flowery color that's in the lush caves. Plus I just think it pops and makes this place a little bit more vibrant. And as we continue going in, there's just more and more leaves. And I also have some kelp and seagrass in here, and I want to have some lily pads, but I don't have any on me. I don't want to go looking for some right at this moment. But yeah, as you continue going in, we got this area, which is missing something in the center, but again, it's just the same general design that you already saw. It's the circular oval cave, and I have those I have a flower. I tried my best using what I had on me. Thank God for villagers, because that pink glazed terracotta would be a pain to get otherwise. But yeah, just shroom light with the glazed terracotta to make a flower thing, and while it may not look the best, thanks to the shroom light, this entire cave is like pitch black. Like it looks like this as you're wandering through it, which is cool. I like that. But thanks to the shroom light, the center area lights up and it's like a spotlight, which I think is really cool. Like it adds a bit of incentive to like go in there, because if you're just looking from here, you don't see anything. It just looks like a cave, and that's what it's supposed to look like. But as soon as you start entering in, it's like, what? There's a bit of bright light. Let me go that way. And then we're here. So yeah, I think that's cool. And for right now, I'm just gonna go like bop, and then bop, which is cool. Using a player head on a wall, it just makes it like a tiny little bit taller of a wall. And for now that'll work. I'll add something later to make it seem interesting. Ooh, GG's in creative. Spooky. But yeah, for right now, that's all I'm going to add. I'll probably add some little goodies and stuff and Easter eggs in here at some point. But for right now, this is all it really needs for it to be this like lush cavey area. So yeah, I'm going to do a couple more of these and I'll showcase them probably as I get done with them. But I don't want to do too many. I'm just gonna do a couple. And on further thought, I know literally like a couple clips ago, I said I was going to do a bit more of the cave underneath the superstore, but I'm not gonna do that. That'd take way too long, and I don't want to do something long right now. So we'll save that for later. But yeah, secret cave number 1 done. Here's another one that is just here. Yeah. Who knows what lies down beneath the whatever. It doesn't have like the fancy flowers or anything in here, but it has plenty of secrets and also some not so secrets. Yeah. So there we go. Lush cave number 2. Done. Anyway, you get the gist of what I'm doing. So yeah, I think I'm just going to do some more of those lush caves off camera, and I'm going to, in general, just do some more stuff off camera. And I'm okay. I'm on the crate now. Anyway, so I'm gonna do stuff off camera, and I'm not entirely sure what to do next episode. I think I'm going to do Gigi's gift, as well as possibly a little bit more of this stuff, maybe the cave down below the island finally, and then just in general play some more Hermitless. Anyway, I've been King, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.